Hello and welcome to the live video streaming event of Table Rock Sports Productions. A little bit of a delayed start for us tonight due to a couple technical difficulties, but it is senior night for both North Medford and South Medford. You see the seniors there on the field now. There you see the South Medford seniors taking a picture together. Now as we count down to time for live action, just 8 minutes to go. We'll go ahead and take a break and be back with the rest of our pregame show right after this on the Table Rock Sports Network.
Circle K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward Program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos. You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guy during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajagopal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls offers a full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery, wisdom teeth removal, general anesthesia, dental implants, and much more. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 541-779-3781. That's 541-779-3781.
Let's go!
At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central.
There's a time machine, not so far away, that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day, and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens, called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
Welcome back to the Lithia Superstore game of the week. We're in the pregame show. This game between the North Medford Black Tornado and the South Medford Panthers. In our pregame show, we'll start by looking at the visiting Black Tornado here on senior night for both schools. But their record is overall 7-6. Ranked number 26 with an overall record of 7-6, league record of 4-5. The Black Tornado coming to this one, coming off of a loss against South Eugene, a game they fought hard in but were just overpowered by the juggernaut that is South Eugene. But 2 wins before that over Grants Pass and Roseburg, each 2-0. We'll go ahead and take a break and then come back and talk about South Medford and what brings them into this game.
Doctors James Savage and Rajiv Rajagopal are happy to welcome Dr. Brian Clevenger to the Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls offers a full scope of services from corrective jaw surgery, wisdom teeth removal, general anesthesia, dental implants, and much more. For more information or to schedule a consultation, call 541-779-3781. That's 541-779-3781.
At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central.
We're counting down to game time here at Spiegelberg Stadium for Crosstown rivalry action. Also the last regular season game of the year. Now we'll look at the home team for this one, the South Medford Panthers. Their overall record is 5-6-2 with a league record of 5-3-1. OSAA ranked 27. And they're coming into this one off of a win against Roseburg on Thursday. And that's the end of the countdown for the pregame, so we're going to get ready for live action, Boomer. I think we're in for a good one.
Absolutely. You know, South Medford, I'll speak on them because I've watched them play a bunch this year. They're a team that's kind of had a tale of two halves of their season. Early in the season, they struggled. They've been finding themselves as of late, led by senior middle back Michaela Titus, KK, as she's better known. Rainey Dabbs really controls things in the midfield for the Lady Panthers. Jada Boutwell in goals, done a great job for South Medford all season. And up front, look for offensive production from, Isabella Botero, Gio's little sister, and Tony Coleman. She's got the capability to turn the game, with one little move, one little touch, and she's had an excellent season. Other seniors to look forward to Talia Hutchins, as well as Heather Ramirez, who plays forward, and maybe I'll just name every single player for the Lady Panthers right now.
Yeah, well, that's the great thing about a team effort is that everyone can get in and get their name called.
Absolutely, and the Panthers have been hot. They beat Sheldon on the road, which was a big win because Sheldon was one of the top 5 teams in the state at that point. Since they've slipped a little bit, obviously South Eugene, the class of the league at this point, but the Lady Panthers have gotten a lot better and are as dangerous as anybody in this league, outside of South Eugene, as they ended up tying Sheldon the second time, so it was no fluke. And it's always interesting, though, when these two meet up because you can throw the records out in the black and blue, whether it's soccer, volleyball, football, it doesn't matter. When you're playing your crosstown rival, there's something special about it. Weird things can happen. And I think the team that can come out, play under control, and get into their flow and what they do efficiently is the team that will have the upper hand early, and usually a team that can get out with a lead has a lot better opportunity at winning than a team that doesn't.
Yeah, well, and Boomer, I had the pleasure of broadcasting last time these two teams met at North, and I was just so impressed by how South Medford, you could tell that near the beginning they were feeling outmatched, and North Medford was the favorite to win that game, but they continued the fight, and they ended up pulling off the win.
Yeah, and the Lady Panthers are tough. If you look at their season, I think they started 0-5, and their record's 5-6 and with 2 draws. So since then, they're 5-1-2, 2 draws. Obviously against a good Sheldon team. They beat a good Sheldon team. They lost to South Eugene, but so did everybody else.
Yeah.
But besides that, they've held serve. So they're really a team in the second half of the season that's peaking at the right time, and now come into tonight with an opportunity to beat their crosstown rival again, sweep them, which they did last year as well, and get some momentum headed into the playoffs.
Yeah, if South can pull that off, that'll be big. North Medford looking to hold on to their slightly higher rank. Only North Medford 26, South Medford 27.
Yeah.
But both these teams looking that like they should get first-round playoff spots.
Yep.
This is the last game of the regular season, so it might be tonight or sometime tomorrow that those playoff spots will lock, and we'll see where everyone ends up to go into the postseason. But both these teams fighting to maybe try to get a little bit more favorable of a matchup in that first round.
Yeah, it's a lot better going and playing the number 7 team in the state rather than the number 3 team in the state.
Yeah.
And that's what they're playing for today. Not only city bragging rights, but also the ability to have a playoff game in which you maybe have a possibility to go on the road and win.
Yeah. Now with both teams taking the field. It's kind of a special thing that they were able to do this year. Not only having both the boys and the girls play in the same stadium on the same night, but have the joint senior nights. So North Medford and South Medford, for both boys and girls, all have their senior nights tonight.
Yeah, Spiegelberg Stadium is the mecca of high school athletics here in Southern Oregon. And I'm sure that these girls and the boys later relish the opportunity to get to play in this big stadium under the lights in one of the greatest settings in the state of Oregon.
Yeah. Yeah, now, if we have a wide shot, you might notice that the grandstands on the far side are fairly empty, but under us, there's a great crowd for both teams all set up. That's kind of how they do it in soccer. Everyone's on the opposite side of the field as the teams as we get underway
Looks like North Medford had like a play there that they wanted to get one of their seniors in the starting rotation, and that's what was going on there.
Yeah, I think that might be Sini, who I believe has a knee injury or something like that going on.
Right, yeah, you can see the noticeable limp over there on the far side.
But able to get into the last game of the regular season. South Medford with a big throw in there. Good dribbling for the Panthers. Looking to be aggressive early.
Tough angle up here in the box at Spiegelberg Stadium for the color guy. I'm used to be calling games. And here, over here in the passenger seat, you can see to about the 40. So, Chief, I understand, my dad who does the color for the football games, I can understand why you're always looking out the window. I'm like, don't get too far out there. You might fall, break a rib, or worse yet, fall off the fall out of the press box.
Yeah, well, I'm used to having the view that Caleb has next to us, which is a lot easier to watch the game.
Right.
You have the big window that's twice as tall as that one rolls out on to the Panthers, so it will be a North Medford throw-in. There you see the long throw coming down. A lot of play so far in the middle of the field, which you really expect most of the time. That's what's going to happen is these teams try to get used to each other still early.
Yeah, and South Medford's kind of offensively, they're not like a great passing team. They're going to take shots down the field. If you want to go like American football terminology, they're going to take a lot of home run shots and try to get people to take the top of the defense off and attack like that.
Yeah.
It's been kind of their strong suit all year. And then in their set pieces, when you have somebody like Michaela Titus, who's got a boot like she does, I mean, she can absolutely pound the ball. And, she's been a great weapon for them, obviously as their center back on defense, but also offensively in their set piece game.
Long throw, and that might even be the first time we've seen the ball go into either box as the Panthers get that one in. Passing it all the way back to the back line.
This is the girl that kind of makes it go for the Panthers. That's Rainey. Dabs in the midfield, and she's exciting.
Yeah, now the ball back to South Medford's goalkeeper.
Jada Boutwell, yeah. She's done a great job in goal, especially the second half of the season for the Panthers. Botero giving chase.
She'll get the whistle, and that'll reverse the ball. Yeah, for North Medford in the goal is Jaslyn Ross, the senior. She shared goal time this year with the freshman Balsinger, but it's kind of only fitting on senior night to have Ross in the goal. And she definitely has more experience being on the field.
Absolutely. She's a good athlete. I've seen her play over the years, not only on the pitch, but growing up, running track. Her and I believe her sister's Jazz.
Yeah.
Who's the outstanding, one of the best in the country track athletes throwing in track. So, good genes there, and great athlete, and it's got to be a real weapon for the Black Tornado to have her in goal.
North works the ball back to Snow here on the near side. Interesting kick there. Looks like it'll have too much on it.
All the way to Klamath Falls.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. I love saying that, like in baseball games. Like I was calling a softball game at Grants Pass, and that Gaither girl who's going to Oregon State, she hit one way out against Sheldon, and I was like, this one's all the way to Rogue River. Good, clean family fun there, Chris. If you hear a weird noise, that's me leaning forward on my seat. Don't be alarmed. I'm not putting Chris in a headlock.
Not yet, anyway. We still have a lot of soccer to broadcast.
Yeah, we're going to be here for a while, huh?
Yeah.
Joe Brett, we need a couple pizzas or maybe some of that crispy chicken from Circle K.
Ball back and forth in the middle. Dabbs trying to facilitate. Den kind of that same player for
Taylor's
North Medford.
Outstanding.
Yeah.
She's outstanding. I've watched her play for a long time growing up. And she's dynamic, to say the least. I mean, she's literally outstanding with the ball, and when it's on her boot, you got to beware.
Nice ball movement there for the Panthers. Not able to get it all the way through. Ledesma able there to break it up. Snow with the ball. Down. And they will say it's off her, so it will be a South Medford throw-in. Burke throws that in long. And it's headed back by Elwine.
Offside there for South Medford.
From what I've seen, those happen fairly often to South Medford with their strategy of kind of fling a forward and the ball ahead of everyone else and try to make something happen.
Yep.
And when you're not making as calculated passes, you're going to get those offside calls, and that's just kind of something that you expect to happen.
Yeah, it kind of comes and goes. Sometimes they miss them too. So, it's really tough to make that call and to see it and then to call it. So, Panthers, that's kind of their game plan. It's KK just kind of runs through the North defender, and there's kind of that forward ball again that I was talking about.
Ledesma races to it, gets there first, trying to find the sideline, and she'll kick it out.
Good play there by North just to be able to get back, and that's going to have to be a real focus of theirs, that defense of that back line. Be able to cut people off, not give the speedsters at the top for the Panthers angles to get to the ball and then ultimately have a chance to finish. And it starts with communication, working together, and trust back there on that back line, and that's important today for North Medford.
Long throwing kind of skitters through. Picked up by the Panthers again, though. Dabbs with it now. Look at, she just stalled the ball up in the air to beat the defender. There's another forward ball. Snow, an aggressive player.
It's almost like alley-oop style soccer.
Yeah.
Like in basketball, you just throw it up by the rim, and if you got the biggest guy on the team, you go dunk it. Well, in soccer, if you got a girl that's maybe faster or more athletic up top than the defense, and I'm not saying that about North. I'm not saying they're unathletic. What I'm saying is that's what South tries to do, is put the defense in a tough position where they have to make good, precise, quick decisions. And if you don't, the Panthers will make you pay. Seems like North Medford's more of like an angle-controlled offense. I've only seen them play for about 10 minutes here, but they want to work the ball up the field. Kind of more of a normal style of soccer. Not that South is unnormal. It just kind of works for them. And whatever works for you best, whatever suits you best.
Yeah, and I think you'll see as the game progresses, North kind of amps up that aggressiveness of being willing to take those risks.
Right. Like Southwood, I think they'd rather have like 30% possession, which is big in soccer. A lot of people want more possession.
Yeah.
The Panthers are fine, playing defense with Michaela Titus back on the back end with Boutwell and net, as long as they're getting opportunities when they get out, they run and get the ball forward and then be able to control with touches and then make either one pass or get some separation and get a shot on goal.
Yeah, well, at the end of the day, you don't get points for holding onto the ball.
Right.
And it more matters the number of shots you get off than how long you hold the ball in the midfield.
And there you go. There's another ball that kind of gets back out to midfield by South, and you'll see that a lot. And then Dabbs is kind of I don't want to call her the troll in the middle, but, she's tough in the middle. And her and Talia, kind of feed off one another. And then it's on the Lady Panthers to get the ball forward to their speed and let them have the ability to try to go and finish.
Kira Pica kicks that one out.
Yeah, Morgan Burke throwing in for the Lady Panthers, and Morgie's tough as nails too. Been a part of this program now for 3 years. She's a junior now.
Parker's been a great force in the forward there. Just had the ball pass it off.
Yeah, Emily.
4. Yeah.
Yeah, Emily, good friends with Tony Coleman, and got to watch her play as growing up too. Is South's going to kind of take their shot here with Botero on the outside?
Yeah, this is the opportunity that South really wants, is that kind of one-on-one.
Right.
Way out ahead of anyone else.
Yep.
Make something happen kind of play.
And I think their idea is stretch it vertically, as well as horizontally. So
yeah.
It looked like it was going to be a corner there, but the official called it not a corner, and it's going to be a goal kick.
North Medford trying to work the ball up patiently, as they do a lot. Dangerous, though, with that many South Medford players that close to the box.
Just kind of lurking. They just get out in lanes and try to use their speed. It's a great little kick from Ross. There's kind of that jump ball again. Just send one and hustle.
Yeah.
Black Tornado, though, did a nice job there, getting back and cutting off the threat.
Good fighting play. Physical. There the whistle blows, and that will blow against Artelli.
Mrs. Titus this is somewhere, as you can see her just power the ball there.
And a nice bicycle kick opportunity, just goes a little bit wide.
But, she's 50-plus yards out there, and she gets it in the box with ease. You get her in the 30 to 40-yard range. The other night against, I think it was Sheldon, it was from about 35 yards out. She just put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, well, that's the beauty when you have that much power.
Right.
That it's not about kicking it as hard as she can. She can focus on being accurate and just already have the power behind it.
Right.
Through ball. Opportunity for South Medford again.
Oh, good save.
Ross went up big to save that one.
She had to use every inch of that vertical leap right there. Got it with the fingertips, and good little attack there from the Panthers.
Now Den dribbling down, gets it taken away. Cutert with the ball now. Park on the outside looking to get the ball into the box. They do, but there's going to be cleared out by the Panthers.
Yeah, Michaela Titus just kind of has that knack for always finding the ball when it's in the box, and that's what makes her so dynamic, is she can play, all 120 yards of the field, whether it's playing free balls, marking the other team's best player north with another opportunity, and there's KK again.
That one's up. It will be a little bit wide, and that'll be picked up by Boutwell. Good work, good footwork for Hutchkins. It's overruled, and that'll go the way of South Medford.
Yeah, I think the lead official there got it right. It was close, but I think that Black Tornado boot just got in there.
Another long ball sent down. Ross way out of place.
Good job, though, by her coming out defending that
Yeah.
position.
Injured player.
It is sometimes hard to see the Panthers' numbers.
Yeah.
They're not really outlined very well in that kind of that white to gray. Did I see 16?
Yeah, it's either Titus or Brown.
Yeah, it's definitely
Yeah,
not
Brown.
Titus because she's in the back.
Yeah.
So, Alyssa Brown, a sophomore. She's still kind of favoring that left foot.
Yeah. That'll be something to watch through the rest of this one. Pass wide. Parker keeps it in. Long roll down the sideline.
Is it going to get all the way out? Wow, so the Panthers have a throw in way down in the corner.
Yeah, off the flag it bounced out.
Yeah. It's that good, flat surface here at Spiegelberg Stadium, right?
Well, yeah, and on the turf, all turf should be the same, but turf rolls more than it does on the grass. And North Medford at home at Hofbar Field plays on a grass field, one of the only 6A teams that do.
Yeah.
So, and they do it on purpose.
Right.
Maybe it gives them an advantage. Maybe it's just to keep the sport more pure to the roots, but
yeah, no, it's definitely different going from natural grass to field turf. It's just the speed of the ball rolling. Good ball there.
Artelli with it down in the corner. Ball stays in. And there it's kicked out. Long throw in. There's a nice header out. There's the throw. Nice placement. High kick into the air. Southridge needs that kick to send it downfield. Here will be another throw in for North. Pica in motion coming in. Ball still in the box. Pica there. That looks like it'll be kicked out again by the Panthers. So the same situation that we've had 3 times in a row now. They send it out to Den. 2 on. Back to Pica, reversing the field. Snow with a shot. Picked up by Boutwell.
Yeah, good job by Snow to find some separation there. Just happened to be right at Boutwell. I really think that's what the North's first shot on. I think South has one as well. So through about 20 minutes, it's kind of just been let's kick the ball back and forth.
Yeah. That one out the back. Boutwell will have the goal kick. South won 2-1 last time these teams met. So we're hoping that we won't have a 0-0 tie by the end of this one. I'd like to see some scoring on the board. Don't forget, after this one, we'll have the boys' version of this game, North and South, coming up at 8 p.m. That one's sent down. South trying to keep it in. That's kicked out the back, though. And Ross will have the goal kick. Lower kick for Ross. Dangerous. South Medford comes away with it. And there they boot one down. We'll go out the back for another goal kick. Snow with the ball now.
Great through ball there.
Yeah, finds Parker. There's a shot that goes wide. That's the kind of opportunity that you want to get if you're in this game.
Absolutely. The more opportunities you get like that, it's kind of a numbers game, right?
Yeah.
The more opportunities you get like that, the more opportunity you have to score a goal. And
that one put through. Ledesma breaks it up. Kind of a shot on goal there for Dabbs.
great little touch there from Emily Parker.
Yeah.
To be able to control the teammate.
Den loses it there.
This is where Tony's dangerous with the speed.
Yeah, Coleman gets to the outside. And just got a little bit too much height on that one. That's a tough kick to get because you have to keep your weight forward to keep the ball low.
Yeah. Her best opportunities will come when she's one-on-one and she's got somebody on the top of the defense and Panthers are able to clear it, and then that one-on-one with separation.
Yeah.
Kind of like North almost has right here.
Yeah, Parker to the outside, gets to the ball first.
Good defense there by South, hustling back. And
before or after the game, stop in at Arby's at 41 East Stewart Avenue in Medford, where they have the meats, and they mean it. Arby's at East Stewart and Riverside before or after the game. Throw in here for North. Good ball movement for the Black Tornado. Ledesma. Snow out to Parker. Both teams now just kind of taking shots down the field, seeing if they can get something to stick. Trying to find Coleman, not quite there. South will have the throw in, though, on that far side.
Yeah, it's been an interesting match so far in the fact that there hasn't been, it's kind of been a nothing burger.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just kind of filling themselves out. There's been a couple opportunities, one for each team. But, here with about 13:30 left in the first half, the two teams just haven't really got untracked. They're maybe not comfortable yet. Panthers got maybe something going here. And, yeah, the Panthers will have a corner, and this is kind of what I was talking about earlier. They're very good in set pieces. Titus is a big presence because she's so good at elevating and heading the ball. Black Tornado got to do a good job of marking KK, Michaela Titus.
There the kick comes in to the top header. Stays in, though. Daz passes it back. Daz with 2 on.
Rainey's just tough, man. She's just kind of knacked to knife through people and find her way, and does a great job possessing the ball, and kind of the straw that stirs the drink for the Lady Panthers.
There's the throw in. Den sends it forward. Doesn't find its mark. Panthers back the other way. Streaking down the outside, looking for the inlet pass. Trying to get to Coleman.
Oh, almost went.
Yeah, Ross on the near side of the goal almost found the far side. Off of Ross's hands, it will be another corner kick. Here comes the ball into the middle, headed out. It's out of the box. Coming back in long. Picked up by Ross. Looked like a field goal from Follett.
Yeah. And her dad wasn't much of a field goal kicker. He was much of a more of like a butt kicker. He played fullback back in the day for the Panthers, linebacker. Here's Tony.
Oh! Close shot, blocked by Ross.
Great save there by Ross. Coleman ripped one.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm talking about, the separation on top of the defense. And I thought that was going to be in the back of the net. Great save there by Jada.
Long shot. Wide. Almost connected.
That was a great little set piece there from the Panthers, and had somebody there far post. Unable to get the finish, though.
Under 10 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Kicked out hard. That shot rolling down. Ross will pick it up. North will have the throw in. They find Elam. Bounces back off, and now we'll have a couple substitutions. Elam bicycle kick. Tries to keep it in, can't quite do it. Nice looking kick though.
Can somebody take a lead into the half? Here's 7.5 minutes left. And, you know, the team that could do that would really set themselves up well here to get this W.
Yeah.
To this point, I think South's had maybe 2-3 opportunities. North's had, you know, 1, maybe 2 good ones. So it's just about who makes the most of their opportunities now.
Yeah, both these teams have the tools that it takes to take a lead. Question is, who will have the ability to use them? Ball back out of bounds. Will be North Medford throw-in. They go for a long one. Den with it now. 2 on. Finds Childreth outside. And that's out off of North. So South Medford will have a throw-in. Den with the ball. Splits the defenders. Claire Pica is playing some good defense. North Medford bringing Anders and Cutert into the game, probably to finish out the half. Dab sends that one down. And North's just going to back it up. Quick throw in for the Panthers. Stays in. Comes back here to the midfield. Anders here. Back across. Can't connect.
Good D there by North. Good idea by the Lady Panthers. Just execution wasn't great. It was a good thought, though.
Artelli playing strong, gets it taken away, though. And you see as that clock counts down, both these teams, you can kind of feel that they're getting a little more desperate to try to get something on the board before the half. Through ball doesn't find its mark. Claire Pica. That'll be kicked out by the Panthers. Here's a throw in for Artelli. Down into the box. Finds Parker. That's still in play, and Den's racing for it. She gets there. Headed back, Artelli again. Sends that one just wide. Some good opportunities there for North Medford.
Yeah, you know, if at first you don't succeed, try again. Yeah. And the more opportunities you get, the better, opportunity, or the better chance you're going to have to maybe get one in. And Titus looked like she got one off the side of the head there as her teammate was trying to clear. And
yeah, soccer balls don't hurt that bad, but they still can sting a little bit
when it's cold outside. And
yeah. Artelli with the ball. Loses it. Credit to the defender. That's Burke. They have that takeaway. Dabbs dribbling. Looking. Shoots across the middle.
Pass.
Nice placement. Anders going to try to get it out. Coleman on her.
Minute left.
Dabbs sends a high one.
Panther there. It's that Heather Ramirez, I think, for the Lady Panthers.
Alewine kicks that one. North going to try to work it up methodically now. Snow sends it down the sideline, rolling out, and it's out. Clock running out, 10 seconds to go. And that'll do it for the first half of play here from Spiegelberg Stadium. The score remains 0-0, as you can see on the John L. Scott scoreboard. We'll be back after this on TableRockSports.net.
Let's go! At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guide during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
The days grow long, and the last school bell rings, calling you to pack a bag, grab the kids, and hit the road to that fabled land of green, where adventure drifts with you on the water and carries you through the trees. So let curiosity get the best of you and take the trail less traveled to Southern Oregon. Your journey begins when you travel Medford.
Let's go! At US Cellular, we heard you. You want a wireless plan that works for you. That's why we're giving you unlimited data for just $30 on a network ranked #1 in network quality performance. All that and no hidden fees. That's the best value in wireless. That work for you? US Cellular. Choose fair.
For the best deals in wireless on a network that works in the middle of anywhere, visit Siskiyou Cellular, your local US Cellular agent. 7 locations, including Central Point off Plaza Boulevard.
The Associates for Oral and Maxillofacial Surgery provide professional, personal, and compassionate care for their patients. Their offices in Medford, Grants Pass, and Klamath Falls practice the full scope of services, from corrective jaw surgery to wisdom teeth removal and much more. For more information or to schedule your complimentary dental implant consultation, call 541-779-3781.
We think in our stores that we have the best selection and the best value for the dollar.
My name's Haley, and I've been showing sheep for 5 years through 4-H and pigs for 2 years through 4-H. 2 years ago I got Grand Champion, and today I got Reserve Grand Champion. It's a really good program, and it teaches the kids self-responsibility. The program wouldn't be how it is today if we didn't have people like Sherm coming out and supporting us.
If you shop with us, you will save money.
Dear Dad, I was afraid to say this to your face, but I heard you yelling again from the stands during my game. You were shouting at the coach, the refs, even the other parents. It embarrasses me when you yell at everyone. It really stresses me out. I love sports. I love my team. I just want to play, but not if you always lose your temper. Love, Katie.
Know your role. Learn more at Southern Oregon Sports.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos.
Hey, Carlos. Hey, Carlos.
You want someone who's going to take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guide during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass.
Circle K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward Program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos. You want someone who's gonna take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guide during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
This year, don't just replace your windows, renew them with beautiful and energy-efficient windows from Bill's Glass. Having new windows installed by Bill's Glass dramatically update and improves the look of your home and helps reduce energy bills year-round. Let Bill's Glass show you what you've been missing. Bill's Glass, the largest glass company in Southern Oregon for your home or auto, as well as the trusted industry leader for over 40 years. Bill's Glass in Ashland and Medford, and now Bill's Glass in Grants Pass.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
There's a time machine not so far away that takes you back to a world just a few streets wide, where wonder rules the day and families are transformed, from the smallest bug-eyed explorer to that surliest know-it-all. So dive into the past and let them see the world through a simpler lens called Southern Oregon. Their adventure begins when you travel Medford.
The Know Your Role campaign is incredibly needed and incredibly vital and important to establish boundaries, safe boundaries for children to play.
It's got to be a proactive culture where everybody enjoys the game.
At least creates awareness that some things need to change in order for the youth sports world and even actually the adult sports world to continue.
Knowing your role means that the parent, the coach, the referee, the fans, we all have a role.
Listen up, everyone. Listen up. You know that great deal got him a new car? This is the guy from Lithia who made it all possible, Carlos. You want someone who's gonna take care of you and not just the dealership? My guy should be your guy.
Hola, Carlos.
But not for you, little sister. Thank you for coming.
Find your guide during Jeep Adventure Days going on now at Lithia Chrysler Jeep Dodge of Medford and on lithiasuperstore.com. Not a dealership, a partnership.
I saw a parent, dad in the stands yelling at his kid, trying to coach him from the bleachers, and the embarrassment on the kid's face. It looked like he was about to cry while playing the game.
I think it's very embarrassing for a student athlete to see their parents being escorted out of the gym or off the playing field.
I'd be surprised if that kid comes back to the game.
And you risk a child enjoying the game, that you rob them of the fun. You have made a bad choice.
1991, Medford area residents have looked to Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon for vision care for the whole family. Specializing in optometry for adults and children, ECA uses state-of-the-art diagnostic tools to scan for health risks and get your prescription just right. Get your students a comprehensive vision check to ensure they have their best chance to learn and succeed. And look good while you see well. Specialists in our optical boutique have extensive styles on hand or can special order. We hope to see your family at Eye Care Associates of Southern Oregon. Visit Eye Care Southern.
Welcome to second half action here on Table Rock Sports, and we are underway. First half yielded a 0-0 score, and what was a very close matchup as we expected by these two teams ranked number 26 and 27 in the 6A. A couple good shots by each team, but nothing that was able to convert. Probably the most impressive that shot down with Coleman that Jaslyn Ross was able to pick up in the goal.
Yeah, Tony had a good rip, found some separation, put the boot on the ball, and Jazz came up with a huge save.
Ross picks up that one before it goes out, probably just so she doesn't have to chase it down.
Yeah, it's a long run, and you got that shot put like pit back there.
Yeah.
It's like deep, like red clay. It's terrible. I used to have to be back there when I was ball boy.
Oh, yeah. I know, and it gets in your shoe. And
yeah, it's like you got to take your shoe off. You got to get the rocks out. That would be terrible playing keeper, like in your tight soccer cleats.
Yeah.
And you get that red clay in. Didn't even think of that one. Good one, Chris.
Pica with the through ball. Going to be too much on it. Will roll out before Parker can get to it. Good dribbling coming down the sideline. They said it didn't go out of bounds. And Kayla Sini went ahead and picked it up. She thought it did. There's the kick. A long one coming down. Header missed. Ross comes out and picks it up. Kind of an interesting series of events there.
Yeah. Black Tornado player thought it went out, so she bent over to pick up the ball, and it hadn't gone out yet.
I'm sure it's not the first time that's happened, but that's the first time that I can recall seeing that happen at a varsity event.
Yeah. It's a good way to stop a break. You're like, oh, I thought it went out.
Yeah. Kept it. Nice pass back to the middle. Claire Pica in stride over to her sister. Kira Pica out to Parker. And getting through, there's a forward pass. Ledesma there, able to get it away. Pica to Pica. Looking out, that one goes wide. That's one of those balls that on a grass field, that might have stayed in play.
Yeah.
What North is used to playing on. I know they practice on the turf and get used to the turf and everything, but they practice a lot of times on the grass field and they play on grass, and sometimes that just comes into play.
It's got to be an adjustment, as I yawn, sorry. It's got to be an adjustment. I mean, every time that you go from grass to turf or turf to grass, there's got to be that little bit of time that, and every turf field is a little bit different.
Yeah.
I'm sure Spieg is different than, like the turf field at North and South. So
yeah, definitely.
I would say it's probably a little faster.
Yeah.
And figuring out the timing and how it plays is, a part of it. But, South only sees, for instance, grass one time when they go to North.
Yeah.
So then that's when it becomes the advantage.
That one through. Ledesma, she's done a great job kind of disrupting and diffusing this Panther offense, where a lot of the times she's the last line of defense and she's been able to get to the ball first and knock it out and allow the defense to reset.
Yeah, she's done an excellent job back there. Kind of point guard of that D.
Cini will have the throw in. Pica puts it in the middle. And there Ledesma is again. Ramirez has had some good success down this sideline. Parker now dribbling. One on, cutting back to the middle. Passes it over to Elam. That's going to be picked up by Boutwell.
Good opportunity there for North. I think Elam had a little bit more time than she thought. And separation, and maybe could have circled back around that one a little bit more. But it's tough to know. You know, you've got to be, like, trusting what's over your shoulder. And but a good job of putting a shot on goal there. And got to keep giving yourself opportunities like that if you want to score.
Yeah, well, and especially think about how many shots they've had this game. They haven't had that many, so there's not been – some games there's a lot of times that you're open like that and you get used to it, and then you can really start taking your time and trying to get those shots accurate with enough power. But today we haven't seen that many shots.
No.
It's been such a defensive battle that if you're open, you shoot it because you're never open.
Yeah, it's like 3-3 probably, I would say, or close to that now. You know, got to make the most of what you get. Who's going to make the most of their opportunity is the team that's going to win this match.
Big
Panthers out in
opportunity.
front.
Talk about fighting for it. The whistle blows. Hutchkins going to get a talking to. Important to
getting ornery.
Yeah, important to keep this game clean, as we do have a lot of soccer left to play.
Yeah.
Good
nice
ball
touch
movement,
there by Taylor.
Out to Parker. She shoots it across into the middle.
Taylor was open there. She wanted it back. She had a lot of room and nobody around her. And M just missed her there. So it's one of the same deal. You don't have any opportunities. So when you finally feel like you got one, you're going to take the shot. So you kind of lose yourself in that moment. North with an opportunity here.
Yeah, great pass. Two people down. Den dropping back a little bit to try to head off the other defender, but it's going to be kicked out. Den off of Dabs. And there Rainey's going to come away with it.
Now we got a sprint.
Ledesma there again.
Oh.
Ross comes out. Didn't get it on the first attempt, but the second grab was able to bring it in.
Botero there. Coleman, another one. You know, you get him in that sprint situation. That's kind of what South Medford wants to do. And Bella's very fast. And Tony, we've seen her explosion at different times. So as she, you know, last year even at North, I think had 3 goals. So is no stranger to this rivalry. And when she was a freshman, had 2 goals in a game that when they beat North. So those are the kind of situations that those girls usually thrive in. North's been up to the task tonight so far, though.
Den with the ball now, dribbling. Trying to find Snow. We've seen a really good combination of Den and Snow of being able to get accurate passes working the ball downfield. That time not able to be successful, though. Outlet to Parker. Parker with it, dribbling down into the box.
Corner for North.
Yeah. One of the better opportunities that they've had here in the second half.
I don't know if I want to hang my head out that window anymore. It's cold out there.
Yeah. I know. I've been...
You'll watch it on KK's video on the screen.
Yeah, that's what I've been. I've been looking here, but sometimes you can't see the whole corner.
Yeah.
Then I'm having to lean out and try to find a balance of it. Well, and if you're leaning out, then I definitely can't
I make a
lean
better
out or
door
get
than
anything.
window.
Elam will kick for North. There's the kick. Into the middle. Header nicely placed. Picked up by Boutwell.
Who was it, Snow?
I think so. I'm not sure exactly.
Nice pass there by Taylor.
Ledesma there again, breaking up the play. Rissa Ledesma, only a sophomore, making a big impact in this one. Snow. Nice pass. Still fighting there. The ball's finally kicked out. That was Den with the aggressive dribbling downfield.
Yeah, Den's just one of those kids that's not going to give up, just keep fighting for every inch. And her skill set is such that when you pair her skill set with the determination and the will that she has and plays with, she's a dynamite player.
Yeah.
It's been a really good matchup today with the Panthers D on the back end, led by Michaela Titus, and those forward players for North. So, and the same thing the other way, South forwards against North D. And maybe the team that wins this is the team whose midfield maybe comes up with a play, pushing forward, maybe a little switch. It seems like both teams are pretty prepared for what each other likes to do, and have already played each other. And most of these girls play together their whole life. They know each other quite well. So if they could probably write a book on. I know Tony Coleman could write a book on Emily Parker. I know Taylor Den, same thing. These girls have played together since they were 6. So if anybody's going to know tendencies and how to play them, to their weaknesses rather than their strengths, it's these ladies right here. So I think that's has a lot to do with where we're at right now in this match.
That's kicked out by the Panthers. You can see the ball in the corner of your screen still rolling all the way out, going to the fence.
Tick-tock. It's like a 90-second thing. Now a coach is running down to get it.
Good hustle.
Yeah, it's going to hurt. I ran up the stairs tonight.
Yeah.
I got to where you go up to the box, and I was burning. My lungs were burning.
Well, and the worst part is you have the ramp after the stairs, and the ramp's not any easier. It's not like a break or anything.
Yeah, it's not like you can hold yourself up while you're doing it.
Here's the
It's a
kick
good one.
coming in. Headed out.
Michaela, yeah, she's tough, man.
See all the players on the sidelines, most of them wrapped up in blankets for both teams.
Interesting. I don't know if there's any other sport where you go to the sideline and you get wrapped up in a blanket.
Yeah.
We got some pink. We got purple.
Well,
we got a gray blanket.
The tough thing with soccer is you have to be ready to go as soon as you come back in, and you're out for a lot longer than you usually are for football.
Right.
You might sit for 10 minutes and then need to go run and keep running.
Yeah. I would think a hoodie would make sense, not a Snuggie.
Yeah. I'm not an expert on the positioning for soccer and everything, but I feel like Taylor Dent is playing a lot more forward on the field. I think that might be an adjustment here in the second half to kind of play her as a forward or a mid-forward, just to get her some looks at getting some shots off.
Absolutely. You know, that's important. More shots you get, the better chance you have to score. But yeah, if I were the Black Tornado, I would have her forward.
Long through ball. Looks like Alewine will get there first. She shepherds that one out. It'll be a North Medford throw-in.
Way down in the corner, kind of like where the Panthers had one earlier in the first half.
I wonder if there's almost like an indent there from football player standing along the sideline that it kind of runs down a groove.
Yeah, could be.
I know there's not supposed to be, but you never know.
Right. Ooh, nice little touch and control there.
There's the shot just wide.
I think, that was Morgan. Was that Morgan Burke? I think that was Morgan Burke. What are we, halfway through here? Yep, just about. 21 minutes, 40 seconds left.
High kick coming back for the Panthers. Nice pass to Coleman. Dabs fighting, gets it taken away by Pika. Excuse me, that was Den. She's just all over the field. Long throw in. Artelli. Panthers have a throw in here as we near the halfway mark in the second half. Dan took her time dribbling, found a good pass. Pica with it down the line. Kept in bounds. Across to the middle. Boutwell. Furches blocked it. Stayed up in the air. Then she was able to come down with it.
Jada. She's tough. Her and Jazz today, or excuse me, not Jazz, but Jada. Jada and Jada? Are they Jada and Jada?
No, Jada and Jazz.
Jada and Jazz. No, is that?
That's Jazz.
That's Jazz.
Yeah.
But the goalkeeper for South's name is Jada. And Jazz has a sister named Jada.
Yeah.
So that's where I was getting a little confused. Parker with a nice touch there.
And there, Parker. Oh, she couldn't get her foot around the ball.
But both keepers have been outstanding. There haven't been a lot of plays that they've needed to make, but the ones that have been there, that they've made, and something to be said for that.
Yeah. Well, and it's tough, especially on a colder night like this, that it's hard to stay warm in the goal. You're moving, but you're not moving that much. You only have, 10 feet or 15 feet to move to either side.
Ooh, nice little piece of dribbling there by Rainey.
Ramirez chases that one down, goes out off of North. Good control off the header. Back over to the middle of the field. Michael wins the power play. Long throw in. Sent a long way downfield. Pica beats the defender. Gets to the outside. Can't connect with the pass, though. Anders. Dribbling, that'll be out off of her. Good pass through. High ball, that header went the wrong way for North. Ball goes out and we'll have a throw in, but looks like we'll get a substitution first. Alewine with a nice header to send it out. There's the forward ball. There's no one down here. Good hustle getting to it. Going to be out off of north. South will have the throw in here right below us.
Under 15 minutes left, Chris, so kind of getting down to the end here.
Yeah, that clock counting down. North Medford has not had a tie on the year. They've either won or lost every game. Ross coming out dangerously to get to it. She does that a lot, and every time I've seen her do it, she's able to get to the ball.
She just booted that one.
Yeah. I'd love to see her and Danny Cassette, North Medford's kicker, go at it in a field goal contest.
Yeah. Yeah, the difference last night for the Panthers was the field goal kicker, Luke Allen, getting it done. Not a well-known kicker, but Panthers ended up winning by 5, which was a field goal and a safety that Grants Pass took on themselves with about 6 minutes left. So, difference in the match, or in the game. I'm talking soccer as in match.
Ball still alive. Ross goes up and gets it.
Joe Brett just said crispy, crunchy chicken coming between games. I heard you.
Hey, I can't complain about that.
Joe Brett coming through in the clutch.
Hard collision there. Called incidental. The ball goes out. Off and north. Now I'm really hoping this last 13 minutes goes quickly. We have crispy crunchy chicken coming. That one just shanked off of Sini's foot wrong. In play, down into the box. Kicked out by Sini. Just trying to stop the play. She was trying to get the sideline again. Unfortunately, found the back of the end zone.
Yeah.
But it's a corner kick.
If you're the Black Tornado, you got to know where Michaela Titus is. She can sky for it and finish with the best of them, especially on these sets. So the Black Tornado got to do a good job of marking her. They got a girl at the near post, far post. Watch Titus, though. She's standing on about the top of the 10-yard line. You should see her just cruising into your picture. She comes hard. Here she comes. Oh, and she almost got her head on it. Good job there by the Black Tornado.
Play blown dead. Official talking to a couple of, looks like the North players, but the thing with soccer, if you're talking to someone, someone from the other team's going to stand right there next to you.
Yeah.
It looks like something happened that that he didn't like.
Panthers going to get a free kick out of it? Or they're going to do that little face-off thing they do in soccer, huh?
Oh, yeah.
This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen, by the way.
Ball.
Yeah.
Neither team had advantage going into the
call. Good ball there.
Oh, yeah. Offsides called.
Flag up.
Came in late, but I believe that was the right call.
Yeah. It was close. Judgment call. And
yeah.
If the official thinks they see it, they're going to call it, and that's what happened there.
It's tough with soccer. The side judge has to make the call, but the center judge is the one that stops the game. So a lot of times you get this where they called it earlier, but people are still playing, and then it makes the fans upset because there looked like there was a great opportunity to score that shouldn't have even played out that far.
Yeah.
Pica to Den, fighting for it with Dabbs. Those two. Great to see in a one-on-one. Nice throw in. Finds Den. She looks like she got tripped up a little bit. Keeps her feet, though, over to Cini. Down to the corner. Parker racing for it, trying to get there in time. She won't get there.
Yeah, under 10 minutes left here. Maybe if it goes as it's gone so far, in 70 minutes of this match, maybe each team has 4 shots on. Maybe if it goes at this pace, maybe each team gets 1 more.
Yeah.
Who can make the most of their opportunity? I've said that from the start. Looks like the team that comes away maybe puts one in the back of the net's going to win this thing.
Couldn't get far enough back on it for the header. Aylwine with the header that stopped a dangerous play.
Free kick. This is the first one the Panthers have had all day where Titus gets to show the leg off, the boot off.
Well,
and this is about the same place that she scored against Sheldon from.
Yeah, great placement here for Titus to have an opportunity.
She's running away now, so looks like Burke's going to play it in for the Panthers here, which is a little interesting because, like I said, Titus almost put a hole in the back of the net.
Yeah.
The last time I saw her play one of these.
Send it in. Still in play in the box. Pica gets it to the side. Panthers trying to work it back around. And there, Den's able to clear it out to Parker. Slew of defenders on Parker, closing in. She's dribbling it all the way down. And it will be a goal kick here for the Panthers. Pica accidentally tripped up Matero, and as soon as she did, she was like, "I didn't mean to," but
yeah,
you still can't do it, and the whistle has to blow.
Yeah, it's kind of one of those deals. Like, no, hands up, open, palms open. Like, wasn't me.
Yeah. Ledesma breaking up the play again. Ben tried to find the pass, couldn't get it there. Goal kick now for North Medford. Sends it down under us. Parker not able to get it through. Titus now with the ball. Long kick coming down. Den rushing. Won't be there in time. Under 5 minutes to play. Both teams just trying to get one more attempt. Bounces out. Off of North Medford.
This is a girl for the Panthers that checking into the match right now that has had the best opportunity, is kind of lightning in a bottle.
Yeah.
In Coleman, 4 minutes left. Panthers need a goal, and there's kind of that jump ball. Coleman trying to show off that speed, but Jazz came out quickly and able to make the play there for the Black Tornado.
And I was just watching Coleman. You can just see her staying with the defender, and then just deploying.
Yeah. This looks like it's going to be a free kick here for North.
Yeah. Taylor Den looks like she got tripped up. The same kind of thing that went the other way. Inadvertently, not on purpose, just almost a tangle. But she got the whistle to go her way. Coach Mangan calling for a yellow on Coleman for blocking the ball. Now the official going over to talk to him.
Pretty animated over there, too, about it.
Picked up just in time.
Here comes Coleman. Good job there by the Black Tornado D. Just a little bit over on that first touch. That's going to be where the Panthers are able to make something happen if they can just get through that last line of D.
Well, that's what they haven't been able to do all day, really. They're through. Ross picks it up. Coming down near us. Snow fighting for it. Trying to get back in place.
KK boots one deep. 90 seconds left.
That's North Medford ball.
What were the records in conference, Chris?
In conference, North Medford is 4-5. South Medford is 5-3-1.
So South has the automatic third seed, and North is fourth, so they got to make it power rankings. There's going to be a free kick. The flag went up. The flag went up, and then he put it back down. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah.
Here comes a jump ball. Coleman trying to track it down. Panthers trying to keep it in. But the official on the side had the flag up.
Unless it went up for an offsides, and then
it couldn't have been for an offsides because North Medford was in front of the ball, obviously, like 10 yards in front of the ball. That was just outside of the box. This is going to be a draw now. I mean, there's 30 seconds left. A sub coming in. There's going to be a free kick all the way down to the other end of the field unless somebody can make something happen with 30 seconds. And the Panthers have an opportunity here, I guess. It's going to ricochet off a Black Tornado head. Kind of squirm around here, but 10 seconds left. This thing's over, right, Chris?
Yeah. Yeah, looks like it. Neither team able to get out of the midfield. As the clock counts down, and that'll do it. Switches over from a live game to a final. The final score 0-0. We will end conference action with this crosstown rivalry with a tie between North Medford and South Medford. We'll take a break, then be back to wrap things up right after this on TableRockSports.net.
Circle K is your on-the-go tailgate headquarters. Whether it's a home game or a road game, when you need a big play, call on My Circle K. From their always fresh premium brewed coffee, ice-cold fountain drinks and sodas, fresh made-for-travel deli items. When it comes to special teams, nothing is more special than My Circle K's Kickback Reward Program. Rewards every purchase, every time. Find them, follow them, throw a tailgate party with them. MyCircleK.com.
It takes meticulous planning, continuous monitoring, and forward thinking to deliver the perfect 3-egg omelet.
As you can see on the John L. Scott scoreboard, it is a final between the North Medford and South Medford girls. The final score is 0-0.
0-0, baby. 0-0.
Yeah. Well, kind of what you have to expect from the 26 and 27 ranked team. You know, two very even teams, neither of them with, you know, top 10 level scoring talent that can just power through defenses.
Yeah.
Just a very even performance, and we were hoping for an even performance of 2-2 or something like that. But
right, you know, I thought that both teams, you know, played well defensively. Both teams' keepers played outstanding. Offensively, both teams struggled, but like I said, these ladies know each other very well. Probably know each other, you know, maybe even better than themselves, playing with one another, against one another for a long time growing up. And, you know, I think if you're a defensive-minded soccer fan, first off, there's something wrong with you. No, I'm kidding. If you wanted a 0-0 game, you got it. That wasn't, I don't think, what we wanted, but the girls were out there playing their hearts out.
Yeah.
and they left it all out there today, and that's what you can hope for. And you got to tip your hat to both teams, both coaching staffs. They had their kids ready to play, and unfortunately, no goals, but a good effort on both sides.
Yeah, no, exactly. And we're counting down to time for the next game, boys and the boys version of this one, North and South going at it. So we're going to go ahead and close things out for us today. The final score on the John L. Scott scoreboard was 0-0 in a tie. I'm Christopher Janish for Bremo Marshall and Caleb Franklin. Thank you for watching, and good night from Spiegelberg Stadium in Medford, Oregon.